Hello, good evening. This is James P. Darvas, Artistic Director at Onstage Playhouse. Most of you know that because it's going to go to our email patrons and our social media. My friends know who I am. I talk about the theater constantly. And then if it gets shared to people who don't know who I am the Artistic Director of Onstage Playhouse. I like to ramble and repeat myself. Also, Onstage Playhouse has been producing quality works in the South Bay of San Diego, which is a town called Chula Vista. It is right on the outside of San Diego and right next to the border of Mexico. And Onstage Playhouse has grown and evolved and changed over 36 years. And I am now the steward of a ship of people that are all rowing and rowing in the right direction, but I am at the front of it. So that's why I'm talking to you today. And I've made some changes. Okay, so it's been a rough time. I haven't spoken out for a while because of the pandemic, because of protests, because of politics, because of all that stuff. So I just want to share what's been going on in the organization and inside my heart lately. Really quick, I want to talk about what theater is to me. A theater is a space, it's a room. It can be outdoors, it can be indoors, it can be a safe space for artists and non-artists to come together, tell a story, listen to each other, have a dialogue, respect people's differences, and then have conversation. To me, that's what it is. I was a little fat gay kid in a small town of Vermilion, Ohio, which was 99.99999% white growing up. I had never had any inkling or thoughts of being in the theater. When I was in fifth grade, a person that I cared about a lot said she was auditioning for a play. I went home and asked my mother if I could audition for a play. My mom was kind of like, I don't know, can you do it? But my mother is amazing. Hi, Patricia M. Darvas. I love you so very much. I'm a reflection of her. So I know she is great because I am great. And she put me in a car and drove me to this audition. And I had a boombox and I sang over Madonna Live to Tell. And I got cast in the play. And we rehearsed at a hospital, and then we moved into a theater. I'd never been to one in my entire life. I walked in the doors. I heard voices of the past, voices of the present, and voices of the future welcoming me. I saw people that were tall, that were short, that were thin, that were heavy, that were black, that were white, that were brown, that were gay, that were straight, that were old, that were young, that were middle-aged, a patchwork quilt of people. And we all came together and supported one another to tell a story, to sing a song, to dance around, to entertain, and to educate a group of people. That's my history of theater. That's where my roots are. I know that all of those people that I listed aren't equally represented in the American theater. I'm not naive. I'm just sharing with you what it meant to me when I walked into the Lorraine Palace Theater, which is in Lorraine, Ohio. Go check it out if you're ever there. It's amazing. So that's where I'm at. So in the past couple months, there has been for the past couple of years, there has been a nationwide and worldwide movement called Black Lives Matter. I'm sure you know about it. It is a movement that is yelling very loudly because Black people are disproportionately abused and murdered by certain members of the police. Not all members of the police. There are wonderful, beautiful, amazing members of the police that risk their lives every day so I can have my freedom. I understand that. But there are some members of the police that take their authority to another level and on purpose point that at people that don't look like them. Those are the bad police. And if there's some bad police, the good police, us, we work together, we get rid of them, we change these policies. That's what Black Lives Matter is about to me, a middle-aged white gay guy. Anyways, so all this stuff's been going on. You know it's been going on. It's also been going on during a global pandemic that seems to be moving in the opposite direction of where we needed to move in the first place. So lots of ugly stuff swirling around. So I was out of town. I was in Ohio when Mr. Floyd was brutally murdered by police officers. And all of these protests that started to ignite and boil over happened when I was in Ohio. Um, I listened, I saw what was happening here in my hometown. I then realized what was happening in my old hometown and knew that I needed to listen. I needed to do some research, and then I needed to support the people that were yelling very, very loud. Just to be listened to. So I sent some correspondence back here. We got a Black Lives Matter poster, put it in the window, did a marquee, old school marquee, got to slide that thing in, it's not digital, that simply says, "We hear you, hashtag BLM." That's what we did because we care, because we want to support, because we are a theater. We tell stories. This is a story that needs to be told, that should have been told. Other stories need to be told. Other stories should have been told. We're going to try to tell all of the stories. That's why we made our theater look this way. Anyways, so during the past couple of weeks, since that signage has been posted outside of Onstage Playhouse, I've received some correspondence. I'm going to read some of them to you. They're going to be in the comment section somewhere. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out, or somebody else will figure it out, but these will be down there for you to read as well. I want to start with one that came a couple weeks ago. It says, "I drove by and saw a sign outside your business stating support for BLM. I will not be coming to your plays anymore because of that sign. Whether it was done to protect your business from vandals or you really believe, it doesn't matter to me. I can't stand with cowardice and kowtowing to the mob and mob mentality. Thank you." All right. Hey, Vicky, listen, super simple. You don't have to come back. I get it. Don't call me a coward. Don't call Onstage Playhouse a coward. Don't make an assumption of why we did something. Pick up the phone, 619-422-7787. Leave a message. I'll call you back. We can have a conversation. Also, you've never been to the theater because your name is not on record anywhere. Anyways, so that first one, get it. I get that there's people out there that want to yell louder and want to make assumptions. No sweat. So then yesterday I woke up to an email titled "Season Tickets versus BLM," because it is obviously a competition between season ticket holders of a local non-for-profit theater and a worldwide movement. Anyways, it says, "While we applaud your right to express your opinion so publicly about BLM, we need to express our opinion and cancel our season tickets and demand a full refund." Great, done. Already got the refund. Sent it to you. It's great. Didn't need to go on, but he did. Although BLM may originally have been an organization or movement toward good, it has devolved into a Marxist organization which wants to destroy America if they don't get what they want. In addition, it only wants to highlight the occasional white on black horrible crimes, murders, and completely ignores the thousands, all in capitals, of black on black murders. For example, take the recent case in Seattle where a driver killed a BLM protester who was on the freeway. As soon as it was discovered that the driver was black and an immigrant, the news media dropped the whole story like a hot potato. Don't think they did. I remember reading about it for a couple days. Anyways, on the other hand, if that driver had been a white man, the media would be going on about it 24/7 and trying to ignite a civil war. We have mostly enjoyed being season ticket holders for years and hope when things settle down, we'll be able to return, enjoy, and support our local theater. Brian, I don't think you will be able to return, enjoy, and support your local theater because your local theater will always support Black Lives Matter. Your local theater will always support people whose voices aren't being heard. Your local theater has evolved and changed like other people need to evolve and change. So Brian, no thank you. Don't need to come back. Peace. All right, so that was early yesterday morning, and I started to feel a little bit angry. And then I went to the theater to make sure, A, the toilets haven't overflowed, the ceiling hasn't caved in, anything like that, because we're not there actively. And I get the mail. Well, I went and got the mail. And when I got the mail, there was this letter in the mail addressed to me specifically at Onstage Playhouse with this lovely little note that says, "Personal." And I'm so naive and want to think the best of people. I was like, oh my God, this is somebody saying, thank you for doing what you're doing. We see your work. We see that you're trying to succeed. We know times are hard. That is not what was in this letter. So I opened up the letter and it has this card with the American flag on it. And it says, "Proud to be an American." I'm also proud to be an American. I don't know if it was an insinuation that I wasn't proud to be an American, but that's how I feel after I opened up the letter and I read these words. "Hey James," that's me. My name is James. "Our family has been supporting Onstage since it opened in 1986. Great. Thank you. almost every show, and it was a family privilege for our kids to come see onstage performances. Now that you've given into a thug organization, all capitalized and under like Black Lives Matter, and you no longer support Chula Vista or our police department, who have protected you for years, fuck you, asshole. Underlined, all in capitals. We will never be back, all in capitals. The blank family, patrons since 1986. I want to say their name so bad, but I was reminded today by somebody whose opinion I hold in very high regard. Hi, Lee. I hope you're watching this. Thank you for the continued support and words of wisdom, that I am an eloquent person who moves through life with love. Thank you. Needed to hear it. This family ran out of space there, so they added some more on the top of the letter. It says, we've been driving down to CV long after we moved. Great, thank you. We've made it clear, you've made it clear where you stand with our city. Did I? I don't think I did. They're still going to break your windows and loot your theater. Grow some balls. Don't support these criminals. Your entire theater staff and board will be out of jobs and begging for government help now in 3, 6, or 9 months. Shame on you. No shame on you, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Daniel. The phone number, again, is 619-422-7787. You know my name and my middle initial. Thank you so much. I get angry when people leave the middle initial off. However, if you want to call and have a conversation and ask some questions about why we've done what we've done, or what our motivation was to do what we did, I'd be more than happy to have a wonderfully positive conversation with you and listen to what your ideas are, and then volley back and forth, and then hopefully learn something from each other, move forward, and do something to help this fucking mess of a world that we're in right now. Or you can insinuate that I'm not proud to be an American. You can stick a stamp on a letter, don't talk to me, put it in the mailbox, and anger me so much in the one place that I hold dearest to my heart, where I have been accepted and I've been listened to, and I do that same for everybody, even people like you, Daniel, even people like you, Brian, even people like you, Vicky. I will listen to you and we can have a dialogue, because that's what the theater's for. How dare you insinuate I was worried that our windows would be broken in? Guess what, Daniel? We have a very large insurance policy. Doesn't matter if somebody throws a brick through our window, it'll be replaced. I'm worried about people that are not being listened to. I'm worried about people that are being disproportionately murdered by people of authority based solely on the color of their skins and the prejudice that they have put into their minds, and that's why they think they're justified in doing that. That's what I'm pissed about, Daniel. That's what I'm upset about, Brian. Hey, Vicky, that's how I'm feeling. And if you want to give me the benefit of the doubt, we can have a phone conversation about it and we can move forward. If not, I could care less about your opinions, because if you don't want to listen to somebody else's opinions, that means you're garbage. Grace, elegance, and love, James. All right, so angry, mad. My apartment looks like a Roman Catholic church at Christmas time right now. I have every candle I have going. Most of you know I have a lot of candles. I need light. I need light right now to get this scowl off my face. I need light to continue to raise these arms up and hopefully support anybody who needs their voices to be heard. I bought a book today called Light All Night Long. I have no idea what it's about. Didn't read the back, just like the cover. Also, Target, stop doing this. Stop putting this 20% thing off the title of this book. Okay, let's work on that too. Not right now. There's other problems that are more pressing. Anyways, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I can ask you for donations. I can ask you for donations for 2 reasons. One is our theater needs money to survive. We have been in a downcline of season ticket subscriptions. That could be due to COVID. I totally get it. It could be due to a sign in the window. Either one of those things, I get it. Also, because I want to be able to do something for another organization called the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. So what I want to do, and what I hope to have happen, is to raise funds between tomorrow, July 10th, because that's the time I'll be able to put this up, or if you're reading it, listening to it tomorrow, it is July 10th. I am always so dumb when I say things like that. Anyways, July 10th through July 17th, any donations that we get at the Onstage Playhouse website, www.onstageplayhouse.org, 50% of those will go to the NAACP Defense and Educational Fund, and it will be in Daniel's family's name. So I'm a little bit vindictive, but anyways, that's how I feel. All right, that's where I'm at. Sorry for not talking to you for a while. I hope you understand that this video was created for a purpose of showing solidarity, love, respect, and support for people who aren't feeling that right now and haven't been feeling it for decades because they haven't been getting it. I love this shirt that I have on. I want to give a shout out to Happy Givers, which is an organization that makes the Be Kind logos, People Over Profit, things like this. Great organization. Google them, buy something. A percentage of their proceeds always go to Puerto Rico and I believe India. Could be wrong about India. Know 100% about Puerto Rico. Great people to give your money to and get really cool stuff that maybe can spark a conversation. Anyways, I should go. I've recorded this 4 times now and I can't get it to 15 minutes. So it is what it is at this point. Linda. Linda, you talked to me on the phone at the theater today, and I have to tell you, it was one of those moments that lifted me up, supplied me with a little bit of light to be able to get through this video with the most eloquent and grace that I possibly can. I appreciate you for that. I can't wait to see you in person to again tell you how grateful I am for your kind words on the phone today. I can't wait to see everybody at the theater. I can't wait to tell stories again. I can't wait to open up dialogue. Those are the things and those are the reasons that I recorded this video today. I appreciate you. I value you. And I hope to see you in the near future. I love you. Te amo. Thank you from James P. Darvas and Onstage Playhouse.